Rabbits are the third most popular type of pet in the world.
And our podcast about rabbits was so popular that we decided to do a second episode.
Great.
No, first, you have to hear a Bad Bunny pun.
All right, let's hear it.
Do bunnies own combs?
I don't know. Do bunnies own combs?
No, they don't. They own hairbrushes. Hair, rabbits, and hairs. Get it?
Joining us today to answer students' questions is Washington State University veterinarian Dr. Marcy Logston. Here we go!
Hi, my name is Mitchell, and my question is, why do rabbits twitch their noses?
Rabbits twitch their noses because they're smelling something interesting. And actually a lot of animals that have a better sense of smell than we do will twitch or move their nose to try and help kind of move the scent around and see where it's coming from.
Hi, my name is Mira and I'm 10 years old. And my question is, how many babies can rabbits reproduce?
Rabbits can have up to 15 babies per litter. Babies are actually called kits or kittens. And so they can produce, like I said, up to 15, probably more like 6 or so is a more common average. And then the mothers are only pregnant for about a month, and so they can have multiple litters a year, especially if the temperature is nice. So around here, wild rabbits do breed seasonally, and so we don't start seeing baby bunnies until March or April, and probably see our last ones around September or so. But that doesn't necessarily keep true if you have bunnies inside where it's nice and warm.
Hi, my name is Bo. I'm 10 years old. And my question is, would a domestic rabbit win over a wild rabbit if they fought?
This is a very interesting question about a domesticated rabbit versus a wild rabbit. I think a lot of it would depend on the individual rabbits, and I will say that when rabbits fight, it can actually be pretty vicious. One of the big things that they use as a weapon is those big hind legs with those strong muscles and sharp nails. They will actually try to kind of rake alongside the underside of the bunny. I think it would probably depend on the breed and the size. Wild rabbits definitely have a little bit more practice when it comes to fighting and things like that, but some of our domestic bunnies can be pretty big, and all other things being equal, size does matter.
Hi, my name is Dulce Maria, and my question is, what is a rare species of rabbits?
A very rare species of rabbit would be the pygmy rabbit that we have here in Pullman and in the Palouse. It's a very small species of cottontail that is endangered. There's lots of other rare rabbits as well, but those ones are probably, those are the ones that come to mind because they're here close to home.
Hello, my name is Luca, and my question is, why do rabbits jump?
So rabbits jump because they have those super, super strong back legs, and jumping is a really good way to get around a landscape. You can cover big distances at once. It's also a really good way to avoid predators.
Hi, my name is Daryl, and my question is, where do rabbits fall in the food chain?
Rabbits fall in a really important spot on the food chain. They're able to take nutrients from things like grasses and forbs, so like lots of little plants and things, and turn those into rabbits and into more rabbits. And then other things in the food chain a little bit higher up, so a lot of our predators, including sometimes people, are then able to eat the rabbits and take advantage of those nutrients.
Hi, my name is Bernadette, and my question is, what is the smallest rabbit?
The smallest breed of rabbit that we see here is probably going to be the Netherland dwarf. That's the most common one that we're going to see and treat here as a pet rabbit. There are lots of very, very small rabbit species out in the wild. And I think that there are a couple of other domestic species across the world that might be a little bit smaller than that, but we don't tend to see them here in the US. So the Netherland dwarf oftentimes only weighs about a pound. Super tiny.
Hi, my name is Atlas, and my question is, what is the largest rabbit?
So the largest domestic breeds of rabbits that we have are probably going to be the California giant, continental giant, and the Flemish giant. And those rabbits are really, really large, and they're the ones that you oftentimes see pictures of people holding online just to show how big their bunny is. Now in those photos, they're usually doing a little bit of forced perspective, so they're holding the animal quite a bit closer to the camera than they're standing, but those rabbits are still very, very large.
Hi, my name is Sophia, and my question is, how much does a rabbit have to eat?
Rabbits need to eat quite a bit, and a lot of that is because they are what we call hindgut fermenters, which means that they eat a lot of stuff that honestly we really can't get very much nutrition out of. So things like hay, dried grasses, things like that. And then what they do is it moves back to a portion of their intestines called the cecum, where there's a whole bunch of bacteria who sit and they ferment that and they get a whole bunch of protein out of it that way. And so, but when you think about it, they don't get very much from each piece of hay, so they have to eat a really, really lot of it. Most rabbits in captivity, we recommend free choice access to as much grass hay, like good quality grass hay as they want, and then a small amount of pellets because that helps make sure that they get any little micronutrients and things that they might be missing. And then of course, a small to moderate amount of things like lettuce and veggies and stuff like that.
That's all the time we have for this podcast.
If you missed our other rabbit podcast, check it out. You can learn more about a lot of science topics by subscribing to the Science Trek podcast.
And for more information about rabbits, check out the Science Trek website. You'll find it at sciencetrek.org.
Funding for Science Trek is provided by the Laura Moore Cunningham Foundation, the Idaho National Laboratory, and supporters like you. Thank you.